Ladies and gentlemen, this recipe I'm about to show you, if I wasn't actually making it and eating it, I would think that it was too good to be true. It contains virtually no carbs, is packed with protein, extremely low in calories, and only requires a handful of ingredients. And the icing on the cake is that it is absolutely delicious. Enough talking, let's go. Now the first step when you're making brownies is getting the right chocolate. We're gonna be using Lily's semi-sweet chocolate baking chips, no sugar added. These right here are some of the best chocolate chips I've found for making any recipe if you're trying to be lower carb or healthier. So what we're gonna need to do is grab a microwave safe bowl. We're gonna weigh out 168 grams of the chocolate chips, and we're just gonna place them down in here. And what we're gonna do to get these melted for the recipe is toss them in the microwave, but we don't wanna nuke them. If these burn,
we all suffer.
So I'm just gonna toss these in for 20 seconds and then check it out. Look what happens after that amount of time, right? They're not quite really anything happening. You just wanna stir them, all right? Get them a little mixed up. We're just gonna make sure that none of them burn and they all kind of cook at the same time. And once you got them looking like this, you're gonna do 20 more seconds, rinse, repeat until they're melted smooth. All right, it was about 30 more seconds, but look at that. That's how you want it. We're gonna set this to the side. Then we're gonna need 3 large eggs, and we're gonna need another large bowl. And what we're gonna do is crack these bad boys down inside. Boom. And once we got them all in here, we gotta separate the yolk from the egg white. Now, there's that little trick people do where they twist it and it falls apart. It takes me like 10 tries to do that first time. So this is what I do. You just place a spoon down in there, spoon the yolk, put it in a separate bowl. Now, normally it isn't that easy, but look, see? It's kind of just falls off. Give it a few shakes. If shaking it doesn't make it fall off, just kind of use your fingers, give it a little pinch. Boom, easy money. And once we got them separated, we are going to go in with a hand mixer and beat these eggs. If you've seen any of my extremely low carb bread recipes, a lot of zero carb stuff, we can beat these and they kind of do something magic. So you're gonna need a hand mixer. If you don't got one, what I'm gonna recommend if you're buying one is get one that's cordless, not one with a cord. I regret this cord every day of my life. So I'm just gonna go in, raise my speed a bit, and we're just gonna let this mix for about 2-3 minutes. You'll notice it start to form stiff peaks. If you've never heard that term, you're about to learn something new. All right, you guys see how it's starting to foam up a bit? That is totally normal. We're just gonna keep on going, about 60 more seconds. Boom, check it out. That's exactly what we want. You know it worked if you can flip it over and nothing happens. So now we're just gonna bring the melted chocolate bowl back into the fold. We're gonna take our egg yolks, we're gonna dump them right in, and we're gonna mix these in fully with the melted chocolate. And if you melted the chocolate right, it should look like that. Now what we'll do is take these stiff peaks. See that texture? Boom. We're gonna put 33% down in here. Then we're gonna go ahead and get these mixed in with the chocolate and the egg. And then once you can see it start to get gooier, a little creamier, starts fudging to the spoon, we'll go ahead and just add the rest. And we're just going to do the same thing as last time, get this all mixed up till it's the same consistency. Once you got it mixed up, it should be much more drippy. So this is good. Final thing we gotta do is grab another small bowl, a food scale, some chocolate whey protein, and some vanilla Greek yogurt. What we're doing is adding some more moisture to these, give them that brownie-like bite when you eat them. And we don't wanna dry them out, right? A mistake I made early on with this stuff is I would just add a lot of protein powder to things. If you do that by itself, things get real dry. So what we're gonna do is combine them. I got 85 grams, then we'll just add in 1 scoop of chocolate protein powder, or 31 grams. Boom. Just like that. Now we're just gonna go in, mix these together, and then once you got this mixed up, right? Can't see any more powder, we're gonna add in 5 grams of Hershey's cocoa powder, the dark version. Just a little spritz, give that a quick mix, and bingo. Can't even taste the protein, tastes more like chocolate pudding. And we're just gonna add this straight into our batter. If you made it this far in the video, you should subscribe. I'll pick one lucky subscriber to lick the spoon. And now, you know what we gotta do. One final mix to get everything incorporated. And boom, looking good. If you start to see clumps, that happens if your chocolate's melted and it's taking you longer than it should to cook, like if you were, I don't know, filming a video. But don't worry, if that does happen, when we throw these in the oven, that chocolate's gonna melt again. It's gonna be fantastic, as long as you didn't burn it. So now, we just need a silicone baking sheet, mini muffin style. We got 24 molds here. We're gonna have 24 servings. So real quick, just hit these with some nonstick spray. And then now we will just go in and fill each of our molds up right about halfway. This has potential to get messy, so what I recommend, if you have any gloves, you can use those to kind of maneuver some of this down in when needed. Boom. I'm gonna get these guys filled, and after that, there's really only one step left. Now, the final step, we just gotta toss these in the oven, 325 degrees, roughly 12 to 15 minutes. Make sure you check them at 12. You can put a toothpick in and it comes out clean, they're done. If not, let them ride the full 15. When I return, we're gonna eat. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, take a look at this. If that doesn't look exactly like a brownie, I don't know what does. And we're talking about texture, right? Watch. Ooh, that right there, folks, is how you do it. I've been waiting on this. Oh, so moist. It's like gooey in the middle, slightly. Obviously still firm, but gooey. That perfect brownie texture. These are hands down the best brownies I've ever made. Wow, my old ones were good, but officially with this one, we've solved the dry problem. These just literally couldn't be any more brownie-like. Except for when it comes to nutrition. Because for every single brownie bite you eat out of this 24 servings right here, you are only getting 40 calories with 2 grams of fat. We're getting 3 grams of protein and only 2 grams of net carbs per individual bite. You know, I said in the beginning, you wouldn't believe it until you saw it. You have to make this, you have to try this. Now I'm telling you, if the food you're eating on your diet is boring, I promise you, this right here is gonna fix that problem. Insane. If you try this recipe out and you like it and you're like, wow, I wish I had a lot more recipes like this, then perhaps head to the link in my description and pick up a copy of my cookbook, the RJF Anabolic Cookbook, where we have over 350 pages and growing. Because every time I drop a new video like this one, it gets added to the recipe book for free. I had a brownie bite recipe that I made years ago. It was great, but this one is so much better. And I go in, I update the book. This one is now in there. That way you always have the latest and greatest food to eat. Seriously, you know, if you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to stay in shape, stuff like this is really, for me, it made all the difference. When you enjoy what you're eating, it never feels like a diet, it feels more like a lifestyle, and it's easier to just do long term. So if this sounds like something you could do sustainably, hit the link down below. I know if you do and you follow us in here, you won't regret it. And a couple notes on these right here. They're extremely filling. You're not gonna eat all of them in one sitting. You will be absolutely stuffed. So what you can do, put them in a meal prep container, a plastic bag, put them in the fridge. That's what I do. And they're gonna last about 4 to 5 days in there, and they're gonna taste amazing. You can eat them cold, they're fantastic. So if you end up making this, make sure you tag me with a pretty picture on Instagram. Let me know what you think, or leave a comment down below. If you're a fan of chocolate and protein, maybe grab a triple chocolate wasted Anabar, which I can't do because I'm literally out. You notice that? Yeah, it's not a lot of fun, but world's best tasting protein bar. You can find them on Amazon. You can find them in stores, GNC, HEB, Vitamin Shop, GNC. Store locator on the site, theanabar.com, code RJF. Will save you money. Literally is the world's best tasting protein bar. I'm eating too many a day. And if you ever like the clothes I'm wearing, Young LA, baby. YoungLA.com. Code RJF will save you money. Got stuff for men and women, and I promise it's all not just cutoffs. And that's it, folks. I've taken enough of your time. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thumbs up, subscribe for more. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I will see each and every one of you at the next video. Boom. See you guys. I'm out of here, baby. We gone.